Okay, so we should be seeing the big battles this time, right? And let's see. Well, before I talk, let's see. 2 bloods, yes, yes. Arcane probing. Any luck? No luck. Okay. At the end of a rainbow. No luck. Okay. Well, what's this? Oh, somebody threw great hawks at Lanka. Okay. Okay, we found a wellspring of secrets. That sounds like something. Everyone else failed! Site searching is just not going well anymore. Well, what's the well do? Right. Okay, well, fine. We got one more water. That's fine. We did really good on the blood, though. Actually, look at that. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What else we got going on here? Oh, this is it. This is the fight. This is the fight. Lanka attacked Tenchi. Lanka won. More than half of his army's gone. However, the important things... All the wizards are still... Wait a minute. Where did they run away to? Did they have any place to run away to? Lanka, on the other hand, lost 2. But he didn't lose any mages. In fact, what he lost was... junk, mostly. A lot of undead. Let's take a look. I'm expecting Blood Rain, and I think it's called Agony. I'm expecting lots of fear effects. Okay, let's look around here. So... I don't think people use enough archers. Spent a lot of blood slaves with him, actually. He's using a lot of gems on this fight. So he's poured his resources into this on his side of the field. But Tenchi is way away from his base of power. How much does he have with him, I wonder? Let's see. Air 4 is nothing to sneeze at. Alright. Alright. The mechanical men in front makes sense. These guys being in front also makes sense. An air gem here. A nature gem there. Not a ton of items on a whole, but I mean, I can't really... Yeah, this guy, I expected this guy to have some stuff. Well then. So, he's put everything into this. Here's his... Okay, let's stop for a second. There's a ton going on there. Lots of things happening. Alright. Blood Rain, expected. Probably Agonies. Howl. Twilight. Twilight? Interesting choice. Wouldn't that favor the undead? Because they can see in the dark? You have a bunch of illusions, glamour magic you want to use? Twilight is an interesting choice. I don't know why he did that. I'm sure he has a reason. See, I'm not seeing a whole lot of glamour magic. These priests are definitely doing their work, though. You see the spells going on. I don't know why Twilight. I feel like that benefits Lanka. Big old earth elementals with 93 hit points. Oh, there's some people running away. There's just too many of them! And they don't have things like morale. Well, actually some of them do, but the undead don't. You guys can run out of arrows. I really feel like there should be more archery. Like, I don't have a lot of archery, so I'm one to speak, but that's because my only option is discus throwers and javelin throwers. Not a whole lot of great options for me. You equipped this guy. I mean, holy shit, this guy's awesome. Why isn't he fighting? He could be causing some serious damage right now. He has the equivalent of 3 attacks around, 27 protection. I mean, I know he's a valuable piece and he's general and all, but I mean, he's just standing around. 0 fatigue. He's not casting spells. What's he doing? Leadership isn't even particularly great. He should be fighting on the front lines. Doing anything. Now they're departing. That blood rain is doing its work. The twilight is over. I see sermons of courage. I see all sorts of stuff going down. The armies of Tenchi have routed, so now he's just going to suffer a whole bunch of losses while running away. But all the blood is gone. I bet they burned up all their gems. So, I can't see how many people ran away. This is unimportant. I don't think there's going to be any other important battles that occurred. I gotta do something about that. I have... nothing important going on. These are good, though. But we need to know what happened in that war. Okay. Alright. The Earth Elemental lived... Okay. Any of his units that retreated in any other direction died. I can't be sure how many troops were already here and how many troops retreated to here. But I can see the numbers don't look so great. He does have reinforcements here, but this is mostly ghouls. I don't know. I don't know what you do in this situation. So if you're Tenchi, what do? you need to get reinforcements and rebuild this army quick. Maybe you march on Bulwark, and if you get any space at all, you try to build a lab and summon a whole bunch of stuff. Depending on how much gems you got. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you do as Tenchi. Maybe you make a break for it now before he can pool too many units together into here. But you gotta reinforce this army any way you can. Maybe just throw Draconians and crap. I know the birds can be summoned at a distance. I'm not sure if Draconians can, but maybe just summon things onto this province while charging into it or something. I don't know. From Lanka's perspective, you don't want him getting back here and reinforcing, but I don't think he could win. I honestly don't think he should risk it. If I was playing as Lanka, you just burned up all your blood and all of your gems. You need to consolidate and get more forces, but you can't let him consolidate and get more forces. That's 30. That's 80. I know the scouts' numbers are never exact, but if you have a general that can move... Yes, this is commanded by somebody. So, push, hire as many as you can, throw whatever you can into it, and pump the province defense as high as possible. Or maybe back up one step and try to... He doesn't have a lab anywhere near here. He needs to get a resupply for his gems and blood before he can take another fight. So... Oh, I don't know what I'd do in his shoes. I guess it depends on what his resources are. I don't think he can win a fight, another fight like that, without resupplying his gems for magic. I think he has to back off. I think he has no choice but to back down. And Tenchi, you do not want to be deep in enemy territory. I don't know how much scouting he has, but you really don't want to be deep in enemy territory with an army behind you and no resupply. So, because if he loses all those, that's a lot of mages. If he loses those, that's basically irreplaceable. So, neither of them can afford to lose their mage cores. I don't think either of them want to take another fight right now. But I'm guessing that Tenchi is in the stronger position. Again, I can't see exactly which mages got away and, you know, what all, but... Alright. King of Flames? Says there was a fight in Earthwell. Did we see in here? Oh, okay, yeah, no, yeah, we did look at this one. This is not a very big army. This is not much. The core of it is 70 footmen. He's got a bunch of these, so he's got some spell casting. And he has one monster with him, which is really freaking cool, and can summon allies, and I want to summon my own elemental kings. They're cool! Anyway. This is probably what he's using for all of his leadership right now. Probably. So... I don't have enough eyes. I don't know of what he's got. This is sieging a fort. Maybe it wins. Maybe this side he does... Lanka doesn't have anything and just kind of loses right now. I'm not sure what's going on over there. I don't think it would be worth the risk to try and unite these two armies. But, I mean, if he could, I mean, that would be... if he could unite the two armies, that would be a play. I don't see it. It could happen. I don't think so, though. So, all in all, their borders are still in more or less the positions they've been for quite a while. I mean, obviously Tenshi's, you know, the one advancing, but hasn't really made a lot of progress in all this. And now it's getting real expensive. Actually, Lanka was the aggressor in this war. I don't have enough eyes in his lands either, but he doesn't seem to have a whole lot other than what he's fielded. So Lanka noticed that he's being dom-killed. This is his capital. Ooh. Spy time! We can see the exact defense value. Yeah! Spy! Super spy. Super spy, keep going. Go down here and look around. Oh, could you get over here? Oh, not right away. Yeah, we're gonna slip over here. We want to spy on everything. We want to know it all. Anyway. So... Lanka... I keep forgetting. Lanka is not able to spread dominion through Bloodsack. Lanka does not have that power. So he is actually staring down Oblivion right now. He has to assume that I think he'd have to assume that this is Muspelheim over here. Because why wouldn't it be? This is, you know. So, and this he'd have to assume is probably Atlantis, right? And this over here could be Tenchi. And then he'd know this is me encroaching. But he doesn't know, like, from his perspective, it probably doesn't seem like it's all me. We know it's all me encroaching on him from every direction. He doesn't know that, though. But I don't want Lanka to disappear from the game. Even though it would mean I could put down more temples, I don't want Lanka to disappear from the game. I've never wanted Lanka to disappear from the game. He's too important, critical. He's been a fantastic neighbor, an excellent trading partner, and although my plan of creeping doom does inevitably mean I defeat everyone, but everyone's afraid of late-game Lanka. We're in late game. Lanka's still here. So everyone's afeared of what Lanka will do. Except for me. I'm not too concerned. Maybe I should be, but maybe. Anyway. Yeah. And he's actively tying down Tenchi. If Tenchi successfully wiped Lanka... Like, let's just pretend for a second. Tenchi wipes him, takes all of this. Suddenly, I have a neighbor right next to me. A new neighbor. With more contact points than Lanka did. And a whole lot more power and territory. A whole lot of territory and wealth and power. The more players there are, the better. Has kind of been my approach all game. Oh, hey, look, we found them! Okay, they are not advancing, they are sitting. So these aren't weapons of war, and it still says about 3, which is what it said last time we saw it. I think he just planted them here. I think he's only putting... I don't know how many forts he's building. I don't know if he can afford to build forts with the war going on, but he's not planting temples. So what he did was he just invested a bunch of astral to try to combat my influence. So he knows. He's aware of my influence. Nobody struck the vortex yet. So, I don't want Lanka to go anywhere. I want to continue percolating and pushing more and more candles around the map. So, I'm gonna just donate to him 1,800. That's enough for him to potentially build as many as 3 temples, or a temple and some priests, whatever. He can put priests in them. He should be able to stabilize his dominion. He'd probably be best building them up here. I think, given the positions of the enemies, maybe not. I don't know where he'd put them. Point is, he needs them. And he needs to just push the Dominion back a little bit. My Dominion back a little bit. Yep. Anything else of particular interest going on? Yes, actually, several. First off, I am now ready. I need to find... Who did I lend? Crap, I don't remember who I lent the... Ah, you there! Okay, I need that ring. Because it is time. Put the ring on. Alright. Forge. Oh yeah. This thing is good. This thing is better. So we are going to now forge ourselves the Run Ring to rule them all. Which is pretty freaking awesome. Okay. We are also ready to forge something else. So you managed to make this. That's nice. And that is the other boost everything item. Hello there, friend. You need certain items equipped to you. Specifically, you need the air boosters. Now, wherever did I leave those? Where did I put them? I don't know. I'm going to have to dig around. But the point is, we're going to build ourselves the robe. And that will mean I have 2 boost everything items. 2 of them. Which is pretty freaking awesome. I'll be able to cast so many potential globals. But I sure do wish I knew where my air things were right now. I probably skimmed past them without seeing them somewhere. I don't know where I have them right now. I'll have to search. I feel like I put them on site searchers. Point is, we're going to construct the blood robe. I know I can. I know I have the resources now. But barely. So, we're going to do it. And I'll still be able to empower 2 more blood hunters. And yeah, we got everything we need to load up a couple more blood hunters. Fantastic. The only thing I really need is more air so I can make helmets and shields. And astral so I can forge my own juggernauts to increase the pressure, but I can't do that yet. Yeah. Anything else going on? Well, aside from, let's go ahead and go. Send gold. Lanka. 1800. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Build up a thing. Stay in play. I have no doubt my Dominion will eventually overrun him, but I want more time to push in further. Everywhere. This is too little too late. I'm surprised you were willing to burn a bunch of astral gems to do it this way rather than temples and priests, but you really need a bunch of garbage priests running around, I think. You need to put them in the temples specifically so that they can eat candles more effectively. Juggernauts were a big surprise. I don't know. Maybe he still has an actual war plan for them, and I'm not seeing it. I don't know. They're very interesting, though. So, do you think this is going to get eaten when it sits on Ulm again? Of course it will. Go in this way. Okay. Alright. I'm kind of tempted to build another super spy so that I can get more information. Yeah. We are approaching construction 9. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna go and do that search. Still building up more earth gems. Still planning to use them to stuff out large numbers of candles in the late game. At some point, I'm gonna start producing Archons like crazy again. Because Earth Archons will need, specifically, it has to be an Earth Archon. It has to be an Earth Archon with 2 boosters. Which is why I made these Bloodstones, and I intend to make a few more, and the Earth Boots. If I get 5 sets so that I can be casting this 5 times a turn, I would be burning... Hold on a moment. If I could cast it 5 times a turn, I would be burning 100 Earth Gems a turn. But I would be able to rapidly crunch somebody's candles away. Particularly if I pull off some of the things I'm thinking of pulling off, we could put a lot of pressure down very fast. Getting Astral's the hard part. Nobody trades Astral. Nobody ever trades Astral. So I have no way of getting my Juggernaut production up. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of, just throw around this spell a few times. I can't even remember what it's called right now. I have to dig around. Arcane Probing, that's the name. And I'm just gonna kind of be like, throw it there. And I don't really know if this is better than manual site searching, because it costs gems, but it will find things that an Astral 2 won't. So it might be. Still, it's expensive. So we'll just fling them around a lot and hope we come into sources of Astral. That's the best I can do. Alright, we do have some other interesting things we can cast, though. Let me see. Okay. You're actually from Silent Cavern. I'm actually going to send you home. You have... Yeah, you're going... You're heading home. Yes. Okay, you... are searching. Anyway, I'm gonna make that, I'm gonna make that other thing I can make now. Whoops, no, I didn't mean that. I'm gonna make that other thing hopefully this turn. Like, I want to keep summoning more naiads, but I think I should summon this thing. But I don't have anyone who has water death right now. So I'm gonna have to think about this. It's probably gonna be that I boost a naiad to have a death. Because that's the only way. Even with all sorts of boosters, like the death is just not, yeah. So I'm probably going to end up boosting a naiad, probably this one here, with death, equip a booster, let her summon this thing in a couple turns from now. We'll use that. It can cast spells that would otherwise be difficult for me to do. It can sight search. It's got plenty of uses. So we'll definitely want to make, you know, one or maybe even more of those. And I want to fling around more Raven's Feasts because we've got such fantastic targets for it all the time. Huh, this one doesn't have a thing in it. No Blood Hunter? We need to fix that. Doing. I know what you do. You're on permanent stick forging duty. Until the horrors come and claim you. Alright, anyway, nothing else much to say. I'm probably going to spend my remaining cash on upgrading some palaces here. Yep, I'm still doing that for at least a little bit longer. I did actually hire a bunch of these guys so that I'd have people to hand skulls and lanterns to. And they're just scattered about my empire. I'm actually contemplating turning off some of these skull mentor producers. I can do some interesting things with death. Particularly interesting though is vampire summoning. Because my blood mages all happen to also be death mages. Hey, wait a minute. You got blood too. You didn't need one of those. Yeah, you're fine. Anyway, yeah, they all already happen to be this, and I've got so many boosters now. I haven't built the blood boosters themselves, but I can. I think it should actually be fairly easy for me to make the first vampire and then start spamming them. Because the vampires can summon vampires, and, you know, you can start your own little personal vampire apocalypse without too much trouble when you're getting more than 100 blood a turn. For now, I'm continuing with my I'm just constantly increasing the amount of blood that we're getting. More and more and more and more. Which is awesome. But at some point, it's suddenly gonna switch gears, and I'm really looking forward to it. Like, there's so many things I want to just start doing. And that's actually something I'm very interested in trying. I find myself looking at this periodically, like, oh, these things we can do. So many interesting things, but usually it's up around level 7 that all the things that really interest me are. Ill Earth, Archdevils, these things in particular interest me. And somewhere in there, somewhere in there is make vampire. Where is it? I'm not even sure whether... Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's it. I've got my finger on it. Yeah, there's vampires at 100 apiece, basically. So, yeah. Yeah, that sounds good, doesn't it? But I also want the elemental lords and all this cool stuff. Anyway, we're continuing to bank up. Earth and nature are the two I want to bank up specifically. Everything else is potentially expendable. I should probably be figuring out who my end glamour mage is going to be. I'm gonna go review the monsters again and see if I can find a good way to advance glamour. I need to be able to summon something with high glamour. Once I have that, it'll be a lot easier. So I'm just gonna go review all the critters again. Every summonable critter. Alright then. Oh, right, of course. Anything here? Oh, I looked this guy up. He's a pretty awesome mage, actually. But he's under employment now, so I guess I'll, He's a pretty good mage. Alright, let's see. And, no movement as always. Things aren't really gonna change over here much. Alright. Okay. So I am starting off with a trade. As soon as we get through this real quick. Alright. I cast 5 seeking spells. Come on, Arcane! No. Okay, well, that's fine. We got plenty more. Alright, Arcane Probing 2. What did we get? We didn't get anything, did we? Okay. Dark Knowledge. Dang. Alright, that's fine. Eventually I need to learn where different types of sites tend to spawn, like what terrain types to hit with what, but right now I have no real idea. So, okay, well, that was, I'm just wasting my gems on these. But we did find something. We found a nature and a fire. Not bad. Flammable trees, eh? Eucalyptus, perhaps? Okay, yeah, there you go. Water, that's nice. Alright, what did you find? It's just water. So 2 water, a fire, a nature. What about you? Wait, no. Oh, well, I get... Oh, Force of Delights. It's 2 more nature. You know what? This was a good turn for site searching. I'm gonna stop complaining about, at least for this turn, the site searching. So, those are just sitting there. So those are trying to combat me. Alright, we gotta go through more stuff, but first I'm sending to Muspelheim, nature, yes, my precious nature gems, because he will give me astral gems in exchange, which I could really use. So even though I'm trying to bank these up real good, astral is more valuable to me. And he's got a war, so I guess he doesn't have a lot of use for astral, since it seems like no one's going to dispel this, so... He has been absolute dynamite in his war, but he hasn't pushed outside of his territory any. He's lost some units, not many, but still, he's had places taken from him temporarily and fought them back. Even if his defense is a work of art, he has gained 0 from this war, and he has had expenditures. So, we'll have to see how it keeps going. How's Super Spy doing? You're not Super Spy. You're a Super Spy! A defense of 1? You could take that yourself! No sights at all. Give it to me, I'll sight search it for you. Alright, we're gonna go step over here. It's being besieged, huh? Okay, yeah, we still have things to look at. So he moved out. Okay, let's see. So, that's a lot of blood. We're really making it now. Oh. I guess he needed a new prophet. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. This is nothing. Okay, well. Yeah, that was nothing. This is another nothing. And this is nothing, and this is... Ooh, this is the mercenary. I kind of want to hire this guy, and if all the ghouls are gone, he might be cheap. Yeah, okay, sure. This was actually a decent amount of PD. Of course, that was a decent amount of money spent on mercenaries. We know what all this is. Our income will be down for a little bit. We're just looking for... Oh, no! Well, now I've got like 3 horror marked zots. Looks like we got rid of the false one. Good, good. Alright. So... yeah. Okay. And we have... the Ring of Wizardry. We're gonna stop producing research items now. We're done. This is enough. That was the last round doing it. I have decided I'm going to use a succubus for the spell. Yeah. I might go off in a different direction and do a different thing at some point, but at least for now my plan is this. So this will be the succubus, then I'll probably empower it once with glamour, and then equip it with all the boosters, and it should be good enough to cast this, I think. So we are very close. This will be blown through real quick, and thaumaturgy shouldn't take too long. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do, get this done. Alright. I need somebody with 4-1. 4 water, 1 death. If I empower you with death, I could probably summon it here. Viable, potentially. But you actually are going to be empowered with glamour. Yes, because you're going to summon the succubus. So we need to empower you with this now. Half my gem's gone just like that. It's okay though. I can summon several of them and they can search for glamour. So it won't be a total loss here. Yeah, so you're gonna do that. Somebody to do death and water. I don't know. But I do know that I have several naiads who need to get home. They need to get home soon. So let's get you summoning a naiad. You need to go home to your home. I don't want to spend my astral to get you there faster. Can you just sit tight for one turn? You can do it next turn, right? You're already heading home. You're just not finding wind anywhere. Alright, I'll have to search around for statues and other things, but that's the gist of what's going on there. I can empower 3 more Zots. And I have the forks and the acorns ready to go. And, my gosh, the boosters. I should get a couple more of these bloodstones at some point, and we're going to need the blood boosters. We're going to need them at some point. And I have this one. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Do we ever have boosters? Crazy boosters. Okay. I need you to... There's 200 here? Yeah, cast that on here. That'll get you some more death gems, which is always nice. Yeah, I'm going to empower 3, and other than that, what we're going to do for now... Let's see. Construct, even though we have less money than usual, I don't care. We're doing this. Okay. Every single tile up here is going to have a fort on it now. I'm going to need to upgrade these forts still. And we still have other places we can fortify down low. Poor Makone isn't going to share any resources from any of its adjoining tiles anymore. It'll be fine. It's not important. But yeah, every tile up here, a defense of 30 and a fort. It's gonna be difficult to do raiding into this territory, I'll tell you. And underground, you want to go underground and raid down here? Well, you have to get past all of my Watcher statues, which are on every single one of these, and just kind of all over the place. I'll probably pick only a few more places to fort up, and then I'll probably just go all in on Archons again. Once I get the labs on all the forts, every single one of them could theoretically be producing a, looks like we've already searched everywhere up to here. So you might as well just go home. Yeah, you're from Gold Crags. Go home. And we're searching this way as well. We're going to get everything searched for 3 water, 3 nature. If there is anything to find in water or nature, we're going to have it. We will have it all. Anyway, keep on hiring these. They're good. Should I keep throwing out the things, or should I just have them walk around and search by hand? I don't know. Alright, good work, sir. You've done it! You're probably gonna want to forge something next turn, honestly. Pretty sure you're going to be forging artifacts right away. We have ideas. Many ideas. Where did you come from? Oh right, two of them both come from the caverns. I forgot I made that mistake. Alright, you'll kinda loop around this way. Who's the Caverns of Tog should have one, shouldn't it? Did we miss the Caverns of Tog? You're from the Yellow Caves. Oh, I see. You can go here. Either of those. Whatever, anyway. I'm gonna spend a while sorting out who searches where and what I do, but you got the gist of it. If I was... already palisading all around this one to cordon it off. Give an extra somehow. I guess you can live there? There we go. We'll need blabs in all of them. Every single one of them could theoretically be producing Archons. Every single fort I have, in theory. I'll never have enough money to do that many Archons. Because they're expensive. But I might be able to produce 20 Archons a turn. Or if I cast my global. Which I'm very tempted to do. 20 Archons a turn. That's going to give me an average of more than 6 Earth Archons. As well as air and fire, which are useful in their own rights. We are going to... Our power is going to be wild if you try to fight us. If you were to but try to combat us. And now we're going to be forging artifacts starting next turn. How about that? So... Yep. And... Yep. And... No movement here. Yep. Okay, alright then. Well... Oh shit, one last thing to do. You guys have done a great job. Honestly, I'll just let you live here, it's fine. I need to summon more Watchers all over the place that I can't afford. I might just start summoning other things. I don't know what to do about it. I'm mostly annoyed that I can't afford to summon another Naiad here in Mudwater. Have I gotten one in Ulm yet? No. No, I haven't. Yeah. We need to get one here and one here, and we'll basically be done with our Naiad network. Like, we could still throw a few more around, but we'll have them everywhere. Like, in everywhere that there's one of these gates, there'll be a Naiad under it, which I think is important. And, we'll be able to site search everywhere, and no matter where we fight, we'll always have Naiads nearby. So no matter what, we'll have them in combat, which is important. Which is definitely important. I guess you could just start site searching down here. Sure, why not? Alright, anyway. That is that. Some of these bug me, like the Fire 2s and stuff, where I'm like, grr, I need a Fire 3 to go through, but, you know, whatever. We are once again producing terracotta. You go have those. I'm gonna have to transport large numbers of them away again. But with artifacts, perhaps we'll actually be more effective at that. I don't know. I don't know. honestly, I do consider even these guys to be useful in battle, potentially. I know Fire 1 or Earth 1 doesn't seem like much, but I could pull off some stuff with a couple of gems or booster or other things. I consider these guys to be useful. And I also consider these guys to be fairly useful as well. So even though the Archons are clearly my best mages, I'll think about strategies. Since these guys are half off, they're practically half the price of an Archon, it might not be the worst idea to come up with some strategies and that maybe rely on having a bunch of these instead. I don't know. I want to spread more of the terracotta around. I do. I really do. But anyway, that is pretty much our turn for the moment. So tempted to cast some of my globals right now. I'm particularly tempted to do the one that would clear all of my afflictions. Even though I don't have that many afflictions on most of my units, it bugs me. I want them removed. Maybe we'll put the Fountain of Youth in over here. Yeah. All your afflictions cleared. Wouldn't that be nice? It is tempting. Having double hit points is also a pretty great defensive maneuver. Well, you can return that. And then you can go this way. I guess not. There's already somebody here, and he's already borrowing the hat. I guess you could go... I guess you could go over here. Sure, why not? You know what? I was sending you upstairs, but you actually should go over there. Alright. That'll be it for this move for now. I'm really excited to see the artifacts. Just one more thing super quick. He consolidated. He must have been expecting that Tenshi would attack. But Tenshi moved this way. Where I don't have eyes right now. But I will. I will put eyes on the bulwark. No matter which direction you move, unless you drop directly onto this castle, I will have eyes. Are you going for this? Are you? You know what? I'm gonna have eyes on that too. You know what? I'm gonna see you no matter where you go. Unless my scout gets caught, which happens all the time. But hey, I want to see it. I want to see what you're doing. This one moved this way, so he's not trying to unite the two armies. If he was, he'd have gone here, and then he'd have united probably in New Spring. Or something. But no, this one moved this way, into Zimria. Presumably, I don't know, maybe he's just trying to conquer all of these. Maybe he's just taking territory, or maybe he'll unite them. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but I will watch with great interest. See, now you have another army coming up. If he puts all this together, somehow, this army might have to split off. It's a tough position to be in. It's a tough position to be in. Anyway, that's all. Just thought I'd update on the Lanka and TC war. I'm super interested in seeing how this plays out.